Well, this one right here, we're going to probably have to discuss the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment and what it means to you personally and what it means to me. For me, the Second Amendment and being pro-Second Amendment is, the shall not infringe. I take that really to heart when I think it's written and I look at it. I would even say to the point that infringing on someone who's a criminal. So let's say you commit a crime, you go to jail or prison, you do your time. What benefit is coming out of prison if you don't have you don't restore their citizenship to them, if they can't vote, if they can't, some jobs are going to withhold from them, if they can't have a firearm to defend themselves. I mean, that's kind of the how extreme I look at the Second Amendment from. Like, yeah, I believe a criminal should pay his dues to society, and when he's out, maybe have a little bit of a probation period and then restore their rights, or even something along that line. I think you need to go there. Do I think the Second Amendment covers everything? I think so. I mean, I am for you and have the ability to do whatever you want. I think as long as you're not harming someone else, you should be able to do what you need to do. Like, I don't even think the machine gun laws should be in effect. Why? Because if you can afford a machine gun and afford to feed it, what right do I have or anyone else have to say no to you? And you can sit there and say machine guns are silly, and honestly, they are. And a lot of times people tell you, well, if you want to shoot one, join the military. Okay, but at the same time, joining the military may not be an option for everybody. I think, we, over the last 100 years or so, eroded a lot of these laws, and it's been piece by piece by piece, and it's always been done under the guise of, well, we'll be safer without them, we'll be safer with this way. You look at the tax stamps back in the 30s when they initially made them. $200 in the 30s was a lot of money. I mean, a house probably cost less than $2,000 back then. A car probably was $500 to $1,000. I mean, you're looking at making it so that it was unattainable by the average man, that only the elite or the very extremely wealthy could afford it. I mean, even today, $200 is now a small joke, but I mean, it's more affordable. But does that make it right? I mean, does it make it right to tax you for wanting a suppressor? Does it make it right to tax you for wanting a shorter barreled rifle or a shorter barreled shotgun? Are you any more lethal, I should say? I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are going to argue that, you pay the thing, you pay the money, and then you get to play. Well, I don't want to pay the money. Like, I don't get to have the rifle because I refuse to pay for it. I don't get the suppressor because I'm not going to pay a tax on something that I'm already going to get taxed on. I mean, why do I have to ask permission for something that is a God-given right from what our founders actually intended? So, I mean, the discussions, I've seen people sit there and kind of flip it around saying that you don't need, but it's never been a matter of needs. It's a matter of I want, I should keep it, I should have it. I mean, the two parts of that whole statement of, with the whole Second Amendment, the militia side aspect, I get it. In the militia aspect, I get it, and having training for that aspect, and I respect that side of it. But the individual right is where I'm at now. The individual right should keep everything. You should have the ability to purchase and buy anything you want, as long as you can afford it and as long as you can deploy it. If you want to buy an artillery piece and you got the range to go blast off some rounds or artillery rounds and you're not going to harm anyone else, more power to you. The thing is, if you do happen to make a mistake and you do end up hurting someone else, you're going to pay the penalty. There's quite a bit of responsibility with it. So I think for the most part, gun owners are extremely responsible, and that's why we have good gun ownership and good gun ownership programs. Comment if you want. Subscribe. I'm going to be putting out some more content as it goes. Going to be putting some how-to videos together. I'm going to try to figure out how to do kind of film it so that I can use both hands. So let me know how that goes, and just keep the comments coming. Thank you.